Alright, so here's an interesting story coming out of Yahoo Lifestyle. Student called the N word is suspended for striking bully. African American students are suffering in silence by Elise Soleil. Mm, Okay, is that the student or the father? It's criminal defense attorney Blaine Jones is challenging a Pennsylvania school district for not stopping systemic racism among students. Amongst, right? It's not supposed to be amongst, I'm not sure. A school district may face a civil rights lawsuit after a boy was suspended for fighting a student who called him the N word. Blaine Jones, a criminal defense attorney in Pittsburgh, PA, tells Yahoo Lifestyle that his 15-year-old son received a 3-day suspension from South Fayette High School in McDonald for striking a boy who is known to harass students of color. On Wednesdays, Jones' son joined his friends at a lunch table where a male student had already sat down. The kid looked at him and said, N word. Jones tells Yahoo Lifestyle, "My son said, 'What did you say to me?' And the kid repeated the word, saying, 'What are you going to do about it?' Call, call him a cracker. Like, I mean, like what? Like, yo, throw him back. Like, I don't get that. Like, that's one of those things I've never understood. Like, my personal favorite is calling a white person the N word before they get to call me the N word. Like, oh man, you like, yo, you really just messed their world up. Like, they don't even know what to do after that. Like, you hit them with it first. Like, you hit them with it first. That's what you really supposed to do. But even if you do say it, so what? So what? You alright. You'll be okay. Jones showed Yahoo Lifestyle text messages allegedly from the boy to his son's friend, in which he called black people monkey. He says the boy also teased an Asian student for the shape of her eyes. Well, this is just like textbook stuff. Like, why are you? Why? How do I put it to you like this? Like, are you trying to say it was okay for your son to strike this kid because it wasn't? Like, I'm sorry, fam. It wasn't okay for your son to hit this kid. Like, no matter what somebody says to you, honestly, you're supposed to take it in stride. Because until it becomes physical, then honestly, there's nothing to be said. There's nothing to be done. I mean, all you can really do is just like, yo, you throw it back at him. You go in the back and forth. And if it come to fisticuffs, as long as you ain't the one to throw the first punch, you alright. But nah. My son put him in a chokehold, said Jones, yet showing Yahoo Lifestyle a cell phone video of the fight that stopped when teachers separated them. What did you say? What did you call me? Jones' son said in the video. Is this the video? Let's see. Okay. Gannon believed the possibility. Is this a commercial? Oh my god, seriously? No, we ain't going through all that. Jones and his wife met with the school principal who scheduled a Thursday meeting with Kenneth F. Lockett, the superintendent of South Fayette Township School District. Considering that my son was called the N-word last year by another student, for which no action was taken by the school, and the kid's history of harassment, I expected due process for my child, Jones tells Yahoo Lifestyle. But they just reiterate
between two students at a local high school. A black student says a white student called him the N-word, and he fought back. This afternoon, a meeting on the incident. Brenda Waters is live with
he fought back, just like Jesse. He fought back.
Details on what happened. Brenda.
Hi, Ken. The meeting between the superintendent of the South Fayette School District, along with other school officials, including the solicitor and Blaine Jones, lasted a little more than an hour. The superintendent of the South Fayette.
Okay, you guys are kind of killing my video here. I just want to see if the fights. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to check out this fight.
Hands on someone, you shouldn't be punished.
It was Wednesday in the high school cafeteria when Jones's son got into a fight with another student. Jones's 15-year-old son is black. The other student white. The other student allegedly called Jones the N-word, not once, but 3 times. Jones ninth grade.
Okay, so this internet is kind of whack on this, and I'm just going dead that at this point because all you really just see is them being broken up. You don't see the start or anything else like that. And I don't care if it's 3 times or what. Like, you're not supposed to put your hands on nobody. I'm sorry, sir, but your son is. You should be teaching your son to basically that, like, because that's what a man do. A man, like true power is having the power to just smash somebody, but not because it's beneath you. You know what I'm saying? You're above them, and it's beneath you. That action, it should be beneath you. Like the N word or anything else should kind of just roll off the back. We should be raising, like, that's the thing. We need to be raising these kids to be tougher. Not, oh my goodness, somebody called me a mean word, and it's just like, yo, it's so feminine. Like, it's like, there's nothing wrong with femininity when it's coming from a female, but from brothers, from fellas, man, yo, as black men, we got so many bigger problems than the N word. You know, like so what? I mean, I'll call you N word back. I'll call you crack. I'll call you honky. I'll call you, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. If you want to be disrespectful on a race tip, we can go blow for blow when it comes to the race jokes, because that's just what it is. But as far as letting it get under your skin, you give them what they want. Like, when you let something as dumb as a word affect you to a point where you're gonna put hands on somebody, you're basically, you're showing that person that you're putting your hands on that it's had its intended effects and its intended and its intended purpose. So really, my goodness. According to Jones, he asked whether the school would provide diversity training to the staff and students. The room was embarrassingly silent because they shouldn't have to go through all this because your son can't keep his hands to his damn self. On Thursday night, Jones learned that both boys were suspended for 3 days. See, they suspended the other kid. My son should be disciplined for putting his hands on a student, but the school isn't looking at the totality of this. His son, a star student and volleyball player, is expected back in class on Monday. But that's the thing, they suspended the other kid. All right? I mean, they suspended the kid. So, like, come on, man. You just admitted. You just, like, why is this a story, Yahoo? A representative of South Fayette Township School District tells Yahoo Lifestyle, the safety and well-being of all our students is our number one priority. Yeah, corporate speak. We can't discuss details. The father wants the school administrators to resolve systemic Wow. That, like, wow. Okay. You need to teach your kid how to get along in this world. Okay, it ain't on the, like, that's the thing. Yes, we should always strive to change the world around us. Yes, but at the same time, you gotta adjust yourself as well. Your son gotta learn how to keep control of himself as well. This is not a situation in which, oh yeah, like these teachers, like, nobody's really or truly equipped to really fix like the systemic problems of racism. What we can do is just be conscious of things, but like you can't resolve systemic racism that pervades the school. I have dozens of testimonies from students who have been targets of racism, he says. Bullies are allowed to thrive unchecked, and African American students are suffering in silence. Okay, first and foremost, bruh, I want to see some ancestry, because you may not be a descendant. I mean, like, as far as I know, I mean, shoot, you might be like, immigrants or something else like that. And so thusly, that suffering you're speaking of isn't really your bag, baby. But secondly, like, how do I put this, man? There's no win. Like, I mean, all we can do is make the strides that we can. We already know that, being racist is not cool. That kid knew that being racist wasn't cool, but he also knew the buttons to press on your son. You need to be teaching your son how to be a bit tougher. At least in my humble opinion. Anyways, we're gonna call it on this one. If you like what you heard, do all the internet stuff, like, sub, share, speak. By all means, talk to me in the comments. I mean, like, shouldn't we be raising? Isn't the onus on the parent to raise their child in a way in which they can handle the world without losing their shit, as opposed to expecting the world to just cater to your every whim, right? Get at me in the comments.